गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा ऑल ऑफ यू। आज
गुड
बेटा
मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा। आज पढ़ेंगे सबको गुड मॉर्निंग। आज पढ़ेंगे फुटप्रिंट्स विदाउट फीट। ये अपने सप्लीमेंट्री रीडर का नाम भी है और ये अपने लेसन का नाम भी है आज के, है ना। तो ये लेसन है बाय H.G. वेल्स। इंग्लैंड के राइटर हैं ये। इन्होंने बड़ी ही हैज रिटन सो मेनी बुक्स। आउट ऑफ देम एक तो है टाइम मशीन, जिस पर मूवीज भी बनी है, टाइम मशीन। और दूसरी बुक है द इनविजिबल मैन। ये जो लेसन है ये द इनविजिबल मैन में से है। उसमें से दिस इज एन एक्सट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम द इनविजिबल मैन। तो नेम ऑफ द लेसन इज फिफ्थ लेसन, 5 फुटप्रिंट्स विदाउट फीट बाय H.G. वेल्स। इस स्टोरी का थीम क्या है? सबसे पहले तो टाइटल लेते हैं। टाइटल का मतलब क्या है? फुटप्रिंट्स विदाउट फीट। आगे फुटप्रिंट्स तो दिखाई दे रहे हैं लेकिन पैर नहीं दिखाई दे रहे। तो इस लेसन के अंदर जो मेन थीम है, वो मेन थीम ये है कि आदमी जो कुछ भी करता है, जो कुछ भी पाना चाहता है, अगर उसका लक्ष्य है, अगर उसके लिए मीन्स अच्छे नहीं होंगे, अगर उसने जो उसने इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स यूज किए हैं वो अगर अच्छे नहीं है तो उसका रिजल्ट भी अच्छा नहीं आएगा। तो बिकॉज दिस लेसन इज इंग्लिश, सो लेट अस talk about this lesson in English itself for some time. Then we shall simplify it if it is needed. तो बेटा इसमें एक ग्रिफिन होता है। वन साइंटिस्ट इज देयर, हिज नेम इज ग्रिफिन एंड ही इज फ्रॉम लंदन, ब्रिटेन। देन व्हाट हैपन्स, ही इज अ लॉलेस पर्सन। लॉलेस मीन्स he does not conform to laws. He does not believe in any law. So his second characteristic is he is very selfish. He is wicked. He is not a kind person, and he thinks about himself only. And in the end, what happens? He is a scientist, so he is conducting so many experiments, and in the end he invents a drug. That drug he swallows, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 drugs he swallows, and because of swallowing of those drugs he becomes invisible, and his body is not visible to others, but his body is as solid as it is. His body becomes like a transparent glass, but this is solid also like the glass. So his needs are the same. He also is hungry. He also feels cold. He also needs shelter. All those necessities, which are basic necessities, he needs. He does not become a soul. He is a living organism, living human being. And by character, he is not a good person. He is selfish. So what happens? He is living in a house. The landlord demands money, the rent from Griffin. The name of the scientist is Griffin. Then Griffin does not want to pay. And when the landlord forces him, why don't you pay? Then he sets the landlord's house to fire and runs away from that house. People try to catch hold of him. So he has to take off all his clothes and become invisible again. There in that house he was living Griffin runs away from that place, but before that, he sets fire to the house in which he was living. People run after him to catch hold of him, and to escape from them, he takes off all his clothes. And then two boys in London, they find that there are two footprints of someone, but the person is not visible to them. Those footprints are muddy because he happened to put his feet in somewhere in mud while running away from the people who were trying to catch hold of him. Then what happens? He goes to some store and enters there. That store sells the theatrical accessories so that he could get some clothes and he could get some other things, other commodities which could hide his upper torso, that is his neck, the parts of body which are above his shoulders, neck, face and head. So he steals a wide-brimmed hat, whiskers, bushy whiskers, these are called whiskers, and then he also big mustache, beard, etc. and goggles so that he could hide this portion. And after putting on those clothes, he comes out of the shop, and outside the shopkeeper is sitting, and he hits him from behind. Then he becomes unconscious, the shopkeeper, and he steals money and goes out. Then he moves away, and he thinks that this London is not fit for me, I shall not be safe here. So he catches a train and goes to Epping. Epping is a place, a countryside village. There he rents a room in an inn. Inn means I-double-N. Inn. And the name of the village is Epping. The name of the scientist is Griffin. So then, and before that, he before stealing money, he goes to Drury Lane. Have it up. So he steals those things, those commodities, accessories which he puts on and becomes visible again, because he also feels cold and he also feels hunger. Then he goes to Epping and he rents a room there. People in Epping, they feel it strange that a person of unusual appearance has rented a room in a village, because people in winters they usually prefer to stay at homes. They do not roam about here and there. But in the first place, his appearance is very unusual. He has a false nose which he has stolen from there, a wide-brimmed hat, bushy whiskers, mustache and beard, etc. And he is almost hiding. He has almost hidden his personality. So people start talking about him, start suspecting him of what type of person he is. So Mrs. Hall, she is the landlady, Mrs. Hall. She tries to become friendly with him, to know more about him, so that he does not remain any more unusual or strange to herself and to others, because she was a common lady, she was a simple lady. But Griffin did not give any chance of being friendly with her, and he said two things to her. In the first place, I am a scientist, I need solitude, I want to be solitary, I want to be alone, don't disturb me ever. Second thing, I have come here for solitude and for relaxation, so never disturb me, I shall be alone. And since he had paid in advance the rent of the room he had rented, Mrs. Hall forgives her his strange habits. She feels that he is an eccentric scientist. Eccentric means एक्सेंट्रिक का मतलब जिसका जो दिमाग सेंटर में ना हो, जो थोड़ा सा मेंटल हो. तो शी फॉरगिव्स बिकॉज ही हैड पेड इन एडवांस. एंड फ्रॉम वेयर डिड ही गेट द मनी? He got the money from the London store from where he had stolen the money. And when he had stolen those, he had not stolen the clothes, etc., dramatical things from that London store. He had gone to Drury Lane. From there he had stolen the money. And then what happened? He had gone to another store. From there he ate cold meat. Then he also drank wine from there, and he slept there very peacefully. And in the morning the assistants came and he could not manage to wake up. So the assistant saw someone was sleeping on a pile of quilts. Quilts मतलब रजाइयों के ऊपर, रजाइयों के ढेर के ऊपर सोया हुआ था. तो they gave a chase naturally, and to escape from them he ran away, and he had to take off again his clothes, and that's why then he went to Epping. So when he is living in Epping in that inn, Mrs. Hall try to become friendly, but he says, I want solitude and don't ever disturb me. He is very furious. Furious means angry, very angry whenever someone disturbs him. So that money which he had stolen from the shopkeeper was not going to last long. So Mrs. Hall, when demands money, demands the rent, he says, I am expecting some check at any moment, although no check was going to come. So he needs money for food and for shelter also. So he goes to a clergyman's drawing room, clergyman's study. Clergyman मतलब एक पादरी होता है. The clergyman and his wife are sleeping upstairs. Then they hear some noise in their study downstairs. So she, clergyman's wife and the clergyman himself, both they come down the clergyman has a rod, iron rod, poker in his hand. He has gripped it firmly, and they are creeping downstairs. It means coming very slowly downstairs, so that they could catch the man who is trying to do some mischief, trying to steal something. And they hear the chink of money, as if someone was trying to steal money from the drawer. Then, poker in his hand, he at once slams the door open, मतलब भड़ाक से दरवाजा खोल देता है, and says surrender. The iron rod is in his hand, and strangely enough, when he looks around into the room, there was no one, because the Griffin was there, but he was invisible to both of their eyes. So it was very strange. Then they look under the drawer, inside the drawer, and they look all over the room, even up the chimney also. So in Britain, in London, and in cold countries, they have the ovens inside their houses to keep their homes warm, and to make the smoke to exhaust the smoke, they keep chimneys above the ovens. So even they saw that inside the chimney also, but he could not be found. He was invisible to their eyes. Then what happened? He came to Mrs. Hall, the inn of Mrs. Hall, where he was living. Okay, when it was morning time, very early, he had gone to the clergyman's house. There he stole money, and at the inn where he had rented the room upstairs, Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall, the landlady and the landlord, both of them, they feel that someone, Griffin, the scientist Griffin, is not there, and his door is wide open. It was a strange thing for them, because he was never absent. So they find it a good chance. They feel that this is a chance too good to miss. मतलब इस चांस को मिस नहीं करना चाहिए. They had suspicion, they had doubt how unusual the scientist is and what does he do, because almost all the time he used to shut his door from inside and lock it. Always he remained inside. What was he doing? They wanted to search, they wanted to know. So when the scientist is not there in the early morning, they decide to investigate, and they look at the bed. All his whiskers and his hair and his mustache, his beard, etc., his goggles and his false nose, everything was there lying on the bed. And moreover, the hat was placed on the bed post. पाई के ऊपर, जो बेड का पाया था उसके ऊपर वो hat पड़ा था. Then the scientist was not there, and the bed sheets, the beddings were cold. It means the scientist was up for very long. He had gotten up very early in the morning. Then when they are investigating, moving here and there inside the room where Griffin was living, and they think that Griffin is not here, Mrs. Hall hears a sniff close to her ear. मतलब उसको कान के पास किसी के सांस लेने की आवाज सुनाई दी. So she is surprised, and at once what happens? The hat, wide-brimmed hat, it jumped automatically. It leapt into her face. अपने आप से. She becomes terrorized. She becomes afraid. what happened? And then what happens? The chair on which her Mrs. Hall's mother used to sit, that chair sprang up, legs foremost. Its legs are in front, and the chair itself attacked both Mrs. Hall and Mr. Hall, the lady and the landlord, and the chair pushed them outside the room. So both of them are very afraid. They become frightened. And then what happens? They go downstairs, and after some time, Griffin comes down from the upstairs. He comes downstairs and produces the ready cash. Then both of them, and especially Mrs. Hall, she is surprised. She has many doubts. She is very puzzled. She says, "From where have you appeared? You were nowhere in the room. We had searched you a few minutes before. And from where did you appear? How did you open the locked door? Because the chair had locked the door from inside. From where did you appear? And what have you been doing to my chair? My mother used to sit in that chair. You have made it haunted. तुमने इस पर you have made some black magic, and that chair has become violent to us, to me especially. How did you do it, and why did you do it?" She demands. She becomes angry. Then Griffin's temperament, his temper was very angry, furious. He was very furious by temper. So he becomes more angry. And he says, वो पहले गुस्से वाला था और फिर आग बबूला हो जाता है. He says, "You don't know what I am and who I am. Okay, I shall show you." Then what does he say? What does he do? He throws the hat, he throws the whiskers, he throws mustache, he throws even the false nose, goggles, everything. And the people outside who were standing outside, they were hearing there was some quarrel is going on inside the inn. They were looking that they were looking at a headless man. So they also become frightened, and someone secretly sends for Mr. Jeffers. Mr. Jeffers कौन है? The village constable. Mr. Jeffers को बुला भेजते हैं. Someone secretly sent for him. Mr. Jeffers comes and he is surprised to find that he will have to arrest a man who does not have head. But he could not be prevented. He could not be stopped from arresting someone whose warrants had been issued by the magistrate. So he tries to catch hold of him, but then one by one he took off his clothes, Griffin, and in the end a shirt flew into the air and he became totally invisible. He became totally transparent, but his body was solid. So Mr. Jeffers was trying to get hold of him, and he was receiving blows. उसको घुसे लग रहे थे, and he could not see who was giving blows to him, who was striking him, who was beating him. Other people also tried to catch hold of him, but they could not. They were being beaten. They could not catch hold of him because he was invisible. And Mr. Jeffers in the end was knocked down. मतलब उसको एक गुस्सा लगा और वो he was knocked down and became unconscious और वो बेहोश हो गया. So people were saying hold him, catch him, but it was easier to say than done. कहना बड़ा आसान था और उसको करना बड़ा मुश्किल था, पकड़ना बड़ा मुश्किल था. तो and he escaped once again. He went to some other place from there. This was the story. बेटा, इससे क्या शिक्षा मिलती है? What is the moral of the story? What is the main theme of the story? Is we should not acquire bad means to get a good aim.